The following video contains partial nudity, sexual themes and overtones, vulgar and adult language, disturbing imagery, and just about anything you can deem as inappropriate. It is highly unsuitable for anyone under the age of 18, and viewer discretion is advised for all ages. You have been warned.
Hey there guys, it's ChaosMaelstrom time! Welcome back to more Monster Girl Quest! In the last episode, we stormed Yamatai Village, saving it from the forces of Shirohebe the Elder. And, Goblin Girl, who's on the cover of every artwork so far, suddenly hit puberty! And then reverted back to normal. But, hey, I mean, can't win them all. So, in this episode, we're going to take a huge step forward and go to a place I am both looking forward to and dreading for various reasons. Plansect Village. Alright, let's go! I wonder if Plansect Village is alright. Since Elias hates monsters, I doubt she left it alone. It's a good idea to see if it's under attack or not. As we walk toward the village, I suddenly feel something approaching us. An enemy? I take out my sword and turn to where I sense them. And a familiar duo of monsters appears. Ah! The hero from before! Please, help us! Our pursuer is already here. The two of them look terrified. Something's chasing them. Just who is... Before I can finish my sentence, I feel the presence of another monster approaching. It must be the one chasing them. Really? You don't say. Oh, well, either way, we have a interesting monster to deal with. The Waduran. Okay. Real quick, this is a pun in Japanese. Okay, so we all know Alaran is basically a term for a flower monster. Wadui is the Japanese word for bad. Waduran, yeah. Is same principle for Waluigi and Wario, yeah. We get it. You're funny. Yeah. Haha. Hilarious. Japanese puns don't really work if you don't speak Japanese. Found you. Why is there a human? The order for human disposal wasn't given yet. Now, please hand over those two. If you do, I'll overlook you this time. And what will happen to these two? For the insect, I'll slowly suck up her nutrients as food, nice and slowly. For Aram, since she's a traitor who went to the insects, I'll dispose of her. I won't ever let that happen! Are you sure that's a wise thing to say? I'm no mere Alaran. I'm a Waduran. That means I'm bad. Right. Okay, well, the Waduran. She is a pushover. Because Silp is very effective against plant-type monsters, as we already know. So, we're gonna... Okay. Well, I should have dodged that with Silp, but she can't guarantee my evasion every time, now can she? Alright, but still, for the most part, the Waluran is going to be an enormous pushover. Alright. Yeah, you see? That's what should happen. Alright. Okay, well, now we're finally back in the groove. Omega Blaze and Frost Osmos should both be effective against her because grass types are both weak to fire and ice type moves. But alas, there's a different series franchise, and I'm pretty sure either one will be effective, so I'm just gonna go for Omega Blaze. Okay, and... Really? Is that one just more accurate? Okay, well, whatever. I mean, not like it really bothers me much, except it does. Okay, there we go. No more seducing me. Yeah, all of her moves have a, status ailment for the most part. So, it would be a good idea not to get hit. Which is why I'm getting hit every 5 seconds. But hey, there's nothing I can do about that. Okay. Since you I don't recall you having any spirits to summon. So, yeah, I'm just gonna counter you. And this battle is definitely going to be, drawing to a close sooner than expected, hopefully. Alright, you're dead. You're dead. You are... almost dead. Okay, well... doesn't matter anymore because I'm going to defeat you. Cutting through space, time, and reason! I did not mean to right-click, damn it! Also, I don't think the Destructive Wind by Flash Kill makes it any more powerful, but I don't know. Flash Kill is still a terrible move and should not be used, especially later in the game when, well, you'll see. This isn't funny. How can a human be so strong? I am more than human! I'm also part angel. Okay. Well, there we go. She was a little strange. Man, no kidding! What kind of Alron has a blue skin? We don't like blue people! Monsters from the Alron fam are usually calm. Of course, there are always exceptions, but... Thank you, but most of our friends have already been captured. Please, help them. If they don't escape, they'll all be tortured. Just what is going on? A little while ago, a party led by Queen Alron came to the village. They said they had something important to tell us, so we welcomed them in, but... Go! How? How is she even cuter now? Okay. All things aside, we have the Queen Alron to deal with now, so I will try not to let the cute green-haired waifu sit in too much on my mind. Totally not giving her a good looking over. No. None of that. None of that. Priestess, caretaker of this land. I have forced troubling issues on you for far too long. I come here today to grant you the position of queen. Me? Queen? But I'm far too young. It's true, your power is still developing. But your rule of this difficult area, Plant Sect, has shown you are the equal to any queen from the past. I firmly believe that you can bring glory to the plant family. But Queen, aren't you still suited to lead? Why would you leave the throne? I'm sure you're already aware of the war raging for the role of Queen Spider. And just why are they fighting over it? Because the previous queen grew old and was forced to abdicate her throne. With her power so weak, she had no say in appointing her successor, as she had no way to back it up. Exploiting that opening, the Spider Princess came forth to make a claim. Yes, I've heard of that, but... As a queen, I don't want the same fate to befall our family. So while I am still young, I wish to transfer leadership over in a way that leaves no room for turmoil. This is all to continue the plant family's 10,000 years of prosperity. I know you understand, Priestess. Very well. I understand and accept your reasoning. That answer pleases me from the bottom of my heart. But before it's official, I need one more task completed. Think of it as a ceremony to ascend to the throne as the new queen. Yes, anything. Root out the insects trying to burrow their way into this village. A beautiful queen should not overlook such disgusting things around her. You can't be! You don't have to worry about the Monster Lord's desire any longer. Solidify the hegemony of the plant family with your own power. Control of Plant Sect Village is the first step. One who couldn't even do that would have no chance as queen. I have no desire to be a queen and create a hegemony. We have abandoned the path of violence and control and have moved toward coexistence. I would not exterminate the insects here, even if it was a direct order from your majesty. What? How could you be so uncommitted to the cause? It looks like you would make a poor queen. Perhaps you need a little re-education. Queen, what are you? Ah! That's why us insects all ran away. Many escaped, but we are all being pursued. The group that the queen led here is attacking everyone. Both the insects and those of us plants that sided with coexistence. That's horrible! Has Queen Alron always been a tyrant like this? No. She was a calm, gentle monster who loved nature. I didn't think she could be seduced by Black Alice, but... Has she hid her true ambition all this time? Mother, no. The previous Monster Lord trusted her. No matter how I think about it, this just doesn't add up. Even so, we can't let this continue. After enough time, I bet Black Alice was able to corrupt her somehow. Yes, we must find out what happened. Is Queen Alron still in this forest? Yes, she caught lots of my brethren. Lots of insects were caught to be sucked up for nutrients. They all need help too. Leave it to us. I'll meet with Queen Allrun and rescue everyone. We'll help protect our friends as much as we can and try to distract the pursuers. The plant family will do our best to help too. Queen Allrun's conduct is not what we believe in any longer. It looks like the two are still working together to help their mutual friends. We have to meet with Queen Allrun and find out what her aim is here. Alright, let's go! Please, rescue everyone. We each part our different ways. Heading toward the village center, we race toward Queen Allrun. It's faint, but do you smell something strange? Just the smell of it is enough to make me feel dizzy. I'll smother something as we head through the forest. Yeah, there is. Is it some sort of instance from a plant-based monster? No, it feels different from that. I remember this unpleasant feeling from somewhere before. What was it again? If it's not from an Allrun, then what is it? As we puzzle over it, a monster pops out in front of us. Oh, well, I mean, that's a good excuse as any to have a fight. We have the Dryad! And considering we haven't actually seen a Dryad before that isn't a Chimera, don't remind me of those things. This is surprisingly cute! Look at her! She's adorable! She's like Gumi if she suddenly turned into a plant monster. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best comparison, but, we have a Dryad to deal with. Why is there a human here? The Queen said not to let anyone through. So, I can't let you proceed. If you don't head back, I'll have to suck out your nutrients. Sorry, but I'm not turning back. Then there's no other choice. I'm not really in the mood for it, but... Unlike Walleron from before, I don't feel any real evil intent from her. But if I'm going to get to Queen Allrun, I have no choice but to defeat her. Alright! So... Now, the Dryad is different from the other plant monsters around here, but same principle for the start of the battle. We're going to want Sylph. Because Sylph is effective against plant-type monsters. Alright. And there we go. And yeah, we're basically very good at dodging stuff here, but... Again, she still gets an attack in here and there. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, burn the tree. Burn the tree down. Burn the tree down. Except don't burn her because she's kind of cute. We only want to seal her. Yes, breasts are wonderful, but I'm not in the mood for them at the moment. I'm sorry. Alright, we'll go with Flash Kill so I can conserve my SP, because I remember that I'm going to be needing SP pretty soon. Alright. Okay, well, there we go. Again, high avoidance rate with Sylph. It's good. Alright, and, now's my chance to heal. Or actually, I should be healing now. Okay. I mean, sure, if men can feel pleasure from that, I mean, that's not an unusual sensation, I'm sure. Alright. Now, once we get our HP down a little below half, something different is going to happen. I'm waiting for it to happen any second now. There it is. My head! The Dryad suddenly staggers back, and a devilish air surrounds her as her body turns purple. You sure have been going wild, haven't you? I hope you're ready to be really tortured now. What the? It's like she's just suddenly a whole different person. Her body color, her facial expression, her tone. What happened? Something has disturbed her heart and allowed a wicked spirit to take hold in her. Something disturbed her heart? Who did something like that? Now, how would I know? Focus on the danger in front of you. Yeah, I know. Okay, so now, oddly enough, we want to switch to Gnome for this because she has a binding technique that if you don't escape from right away, it means instant death. I remember this because I have lost to it before. And it wasn't that fun. Saying it outright. Okay. More importantly, we could probably beat her with just one day star from this point forward. In fact, I'm going to try that, see how well it goes. Yeah, no foot service for me today. I will pass, thank you very much. A dazzling star falls into hell. Alright. And that's game. Someone like you? The Dryad is sealed in the form of a small tree. Hooray! I was thinking of something really kinky to say there because, I don't know. Insert peeing on a tree joke here because there's no bathroom around here, and where else do you go when you're in the wild? God, I think what I said might have just been worse, actually. Forget I said such a thing. What the heck was that? She suddenly changed right in the middle of the fight. Is it like Alice said? Did someone do that to her? That was a powerful brainwashing magic. It's a technique to imbue evil intent directly into someone's mind. You can feel the unpleasant trace of it lingering in the air. Feels like someone used this brainwashing magic on a wide scale. So Queen Alron may be affected too? That may be it. But the user of this technique... No, it must be a mistake. Who are you thinking of? Tamamo. During one of her lectures, I had a whiff of this smell. The brainwashing technique is something only high-level foxes can use. And for one this strong and wide-ranging... Surely it can't be Tamamo's doing. There's no way, of course. But for there to be another user who could brainwash even a queen. It's someone with magic power comparable to Tamamo. Stronger than Queen Alron, at least. Maybe it's another invention of Promestein's. Anyway, we'll have to be careful here. Queen Alron and the one behind this technique. We advance deeper into the forest, wary of both. And in Plan Village, a horrible scene was awaiting us. Covered in ivy, monsters are being drained of energy all over the place. Among them is even our priestess, and standing in the very center of it all. I mean, I'm not gonna ask why she has enormous gazongas, but I mean, if that's the way her evolution made her go, sure. Oh my. What business does a human have here? There's no way you wanted to hear by mistake, is there? Overwhelming magic pours from her body. As I thought, Queen Alron won't be an easy foe. Queen Alron, you've been brainwashed! It's useless, Luca. Someone who's been brainwashed won't ever believe they've been brainwashed. I'm pretty sure there's a joke to make out of this. I forget what it is here. Future Sean, throw it up if you remember, and if you don't, then, I don't know. Just throw up something else. Throw up something! No! Except your lunch. Don't throw that up. You steal her and look for a way to cure her. The captured monsters don't have much time left to live. There's no choice then. I'm sorry, but I'll need to seal you. Boy, appearing out of nowhere and saying such strange things. I'll suck up your sauce's nutrients for that. Quivering with desire, the queen moves toward me as she accepts my challenge. Okay, so the Queen Alron, like other plant monsters, she is susceptible to, Sylph. I mean, Sylph is effective against her. Yeah, I mean, it works against her pretty well. But again, she isn't a pushover. She is going to be quite a difficult foe. I'm not going to use Alice just yet, just to be on the absolute safe side. Okay, but so far we are looking very safe. Oh my god. This friggin' dialogue, man. Alright, we're at full SP here, and I don't feel like using Alice because I want to save it for in case I need emergency healing. So we'll just use 9 gold Rakshasa for now to avoid the extreme cost of SP that Daystar takes, but to give her a... Oh dear! Well... Yeah, that looks nice and all. Ew. That's gotta feel weird. Okay, well... Still, we can... I remember this bind being a little bit powerful, but there we go. We can struggle out of it with no problem. Alright, but still... There are some moments where we're probably going to... brain, please! Regardless, we don't need to switch out of Sylph here, because Sylph is our best bet against Queen Alron. Okay. And we'll keep attacking for now, just to... Alright. And we'll go ahead and... You know what? I'm feeling confident. We're going to try Omega Blaze and then going for Daystar. That should hopefully beat her. Let me just judge by how much damage Omega Blaze does first. Alright. Oh, that did a lot. Okay. I think we're good here. Alright, so... yeah, Daystar. Okay, and if this doesn't defeat her, then I think I'm very much screwed, but hey, it wouldn't be the first time I've come out of something bad, and there we go, no problem. What was I? Queen Auron falters as the dimness in her eyes fades. Her eyes? I'm sure they're somewhere. Was her brainwashing cured? And there we go. Queen Auron, are you free of the brainwashing? Yes. My sanity has returned to me. I've done a horrible thing. The magic energy pouring out of her is far different than it was before. Where it was oppressive before, it now feels calm and benevolent. And all the monsters nearby, their energy being sucked by the ivy. It seems that it's going in reverse, and energy is being poured into them instead. If I reverse the absorption like this, no one should lose their life. Queen Auron, just who disturbed your mind like that? There aren't many who could have possibly pulled off that technique. That person is very close still. Be on your guard! As soon as the queen shouts that, a malicious aura presses into the area. Oh, did you break through my fox technique? As expected of a queen. And you put on a good show too, old monster lord. You're... Tsukuyomi, one of those neck stalls that was in the castle. She didn't show off any of her skills back then, but she was the user of this technique. What does that mean? That skill of yours is very similar to Tamamo's. This is not the type of technique that could be imitated so easily. Naturally, Tamamo's cells were used in the creation of my body. Her cells were collected, combined, and synthesized with machine technology, and led to my creation as an artificial life form. Thus, I have exceeded the original. In other words, you're like a clone of Tamamo? Now that she mentions it, though her appearance is totally different, the feeling I get from her is the same. And she also smells like fried tofu. But the plan has ended up in complete failure. The brainwashed queen was supposed to destroy Plansec through an internal war. Looks like I'll just have to kill everyone myself after all. Don't you think that's just so boring? You wanted us to kill each other without doing it yourself. I will never forgive you. Queen Auron looms over Tsukuyomi. Despite her now gentle aura, she is shaking in anger at this barbaric act. Oh-ho! So you can't forgive me, huh? I will never let you harm my brethren again! I'll train some discipline into that body! Ivy goes from Queen Auron and wraps around Tsukuyomi's body. In moments, she's completely coiled in ivy tentacles. Just surrender. That way I won't kill you. My, aren't you the kind one? As for me, even if you surrender, you'll probably die anyway. Power starts to accumulate inside Tsukuyomi's body. No way! Is it the power of Earth? Queen, get back! This power! Taking a deep breath, Tsukuyomi masses all of her power, and blows away the vines holding her, shredding them all into pieces. With the power of the Earth, no binding technique can ever work on me. For quick dash, Tsukuyomi steps right next to the queen's face, and brings an earth-infused punch racing right through her body. And when using it to attack... The first lands square on her body, the incredible strength of the earth echoing through her body in one pulverizing wave. It looked like a shockwave through her body itself, a wave of death that destroyed every internal organ in her body. Just a single blow, the queen collapses up to the ground with a grunt. Queen Auron! Not good. That blow was fatal! Petals fly through the air, tossed from her body. The monsters all around, once being given life by the ivy, all fall to the ground. Still incredibly weak, most of them are unconscious, but... My queen... Our priestess crawls on the ground, slowly making her way toward the fallen queen. Looking over the scene, Tsukuyomi simply laughs. Now, priestess, finish her off. Then you'll be queen. Murder her and take the throne. Good fortune like this doesn't come along often. Do not misjudge me. I would never... Sheesh. Boring all the way through, aren't you all? Fine then, let's perform a funeral before you all go to the next world. Tsukiyomi steps in front of our priestess and raises her arm. But in the next moment, a huge petal surrounds her. This is my last. What good will a few seconds do you? Surely you know well the power I hold in my body. All I need is to stop your feet for a few seconds. Then, we're fine. We're fine? What are you going on about? You can't... Aztec Rose? Don't do it, Queen! If you use in that state, you'll die! I am ready to protect everyone. I'll do it. A cage of petals surrounds Tsukiyomi. There's something sinister in it. Even from outside the cage, I can tell there's something horrible happening. Is that poison? Aztec Rose. Among all the world's neurotoxins, it's the most powerful. It completely destroys cells, killing anyone who breathes it instantly. Then, you mean... Queen Alron is refining it now. Even knowing that, she's doing it to save her brethren. Toxic gas starts to pour out of the petals. Aztec Rose is incredibly fast-acting. From the moment it's born into this world, it destroys everything it touches, including itself. Leaving nothing but total death, its brief existence in this world is enough to kill even itself. Queen Alron. The gas fades, and the petals rot away in only moments. Was Tsukiyomi killed too? No! It can't poison me? She isn't dead, but she's stumbling around, barely able to speak. She's still breathing! Can't see. Can't neutralize quick enough. I can't believe it! She breathed it in directly and is still standing? It's unbelievable. Tsukiyomi starts to convulse and twitch as she stands. Do not waste Queen Alron's sacrifice. I'll deliver the killing blow! Tsukiyomi falls to the earth with a crash, spasming in pain. Alice winces back at the cloud of dust and debris from her collapse wafts out. And before the dust cleared, Tsukiyomi was gone. She ran. How could she escape with her body like that? It's unfortunate that Tsukiyomi was able to get away. But more important than chasing her are the ones left here. Queen Alron! My queen! The three of us rush over to the dying queen's side. But even with the three of us here, she's far too gone for us to heal her. My life ends here. I hand over the queenship to you. No, I am not. You refuse to wipe out the insects in exchange for the queenship. You have the heart necessary for the queen of the next era. Priestess, after this, you are... My queen! After handing over the throne, the queen breathes her last. Going silent, our priestess just holds her lifeless body. Even the surrounding insect monsters go silent at her death, her life traded to save the village. It's sad, Alice. Yes. Looking over the grieving monsters, we join in the mourning of her death. After the burial for the previous queen, the village finally calms down. Our priestess, now the new queen plant, bows her head to us. I can never thank you two enough. I thank you both for the efforts you have made for this village from the bottom of my heart. But we couldn't help Queen Alron. I was powerless too. No, I could not do anything at all. I'm pathetic. I do not have the right to be a queen. You should have more confidence in yourself. The previous queen had confidence in you. That's right. You're a reliable leader. Even under pressure and bribes, you didn't go against what you thought was right. If she had followed those orders, it would have been a disaster. Tsukuyomi would have had the full-blown internal war she wanted. We are not dumb enough to repeat the mistakes of the past. Besides, I had no wish to be beaten up by you again. Well, yeah. Sorry about that, by the way. We're still friends, right? Yeah, we're cool. We're cool. Call me. With that, our priestess laughs. But still, we must move forward. Though we are suffering from her loss, we will not waste Queen Alron's death. If you need anything, just say it. I'll help however I can. If you have any other racial disputes, please contact the Monster Lord's castle. We'll send an ombudsman? What is it with this game and all of these English words I've never seen before? Okay, we'll send a mediator to come help mediate. Okay, maybe that's why they didn't use mediate. You even do that sort of stuff? I wonder who it is. Maybe Tamamo? No, it's Alma Elma. She just makes everyone get real horny and then everybody forgets their problems. Hey, I mean, don't we all feel better after being You know what? I'm not going to finish that sentence. We're just going to keep going. We must be going now. The world is still in an uproar. There are many who need your power now, I am sure. Thank you again for now. And in the future... Yes. Our priestess... No. Queen Alron, you do your best too. Under her leadership, I'm sure Plainsec Village will unite. With that thought in mind, we leave the village. Now then, for our next location... Luca, when Queen Alron sacrificed herself, you didn't move at all. I was exhausted in this body, and I know you had to have been too. But even then, you'd always still rush in, risking yourself in some foolish headlong charge. But this time you were silent the whole time. It wasn't just exhaustion from fighting for too long, was it? After your battle with Queen Alron, you were barely able to stay conscious, weren't you? Yeah. I can't help but admit it if it's pointed out like that. It took everything I had just to stop myself from fainting. Everything I saw was almost like a dream at that point. Luca, don't use that power anymore. I said before, but it's taking a great toll on you. You seem to be alright after taking some rest for now. But I don't know what will happen to you if you keep it up at this pace. I understand. I intend to use it as little as possible. The angel power inside of you is very strong, but your flesh is human. Your body will slowly be eroded by the holy power inside of you. Just like Heinrich. What happened to Heinrich? Alice falls silent. I know Alice is worried for me, but we can't win if I don't use this power. A future even worse than death awaits if I lose. Not just me, but many people would be exposed to violence and despair. It will be alright, Alice. I'm controlling the power so it isn't changing my body. Don't take all of the burden yourself. Don't forget the words you yourself told me. I understand. I'll take it to heart. Alice continues to warn me like that. Now for our next destination. Again, we could avert this problem, but we're not given the option to use our sword skills anymore. Only our angel skills. Yeah, the game tells you not to use the powers, and lo and behold, you have no choice. Makes a lot of sense, right? Next time on Monster Girl Quest. It's time to get back Mandy. See you guys next time! Laters!